is now time for the captain's meeting. All right, folks, if you're not over there yet, there's an NSO and ref meeting in the back corner by the scoreboard. Please join them. All right, everyone. We are going to start this Jingle Jam with some introductions. First up, we're going to do the black team, the Hot Cocoa Hotties. And we have Fennec Fox celebrating his birthday today. Ziggy Stardust, Osteoferocious, Arachnophobia, Mommy Fearist, Cowboy, Explosive Daria, Loosey Goosey, Chopstick, Tail Gunner Flo, Otter, and Muggin. And our black team Hot Cocoa Hottie Juniors are Raging Rooster, Mantis, Poison Ivy, Moxie, Storm, Lela Lugosi, and Neon Knockout.
And in white, we have the sleigh bells. Postage Due, Rosie the Pivoter, Electric Thunder, Star Wreck, The Real Slim Skady, Riptide, Riot Raccoon, Squirrel Jam, Danimaniac, Mary Payne, Unwired, Poutine Riot, Bo, Die Tryin', and Bomber. Our junior sleigh bells, we have Artie, Lawless Lunatic, Crazy Kai, Live or Die, Jinx, Quakin, sorry, and D-Rex.
All right, everybody get with your teams. We're going to start in just a second. The all-important gear check. While we are getting ready here, we want to thank our refs who are out there tonight helping us with this. Without them, we could not do this at all. We have Damon Mistress, although I don't see her. Scooby Doom, Shari, Giraffe Jam, Sandstorm, Hail Skeeton, Lone Bone, Raftus, and I think I got everybody. Okay, perfect. All right. Everybody who's going to do the intro jam, please get out there. Yeah. We're going to do a quick demo to make sure anyone who has not seen roller derby before understands it. So this is going to be a demo jam. As we get started, we have 2 teams out on the track. Each team consists of 5 skaters at a time. There are 4 blockers on each team and 1 special person out there with a star on their helmet called a jammer. As the whistle is blown, the jammers are trying to push through the blockers and get out of the pack first. The first person out of the pack becomes the lead jammer. And now the goal for the jammers are to skate around, come back through the pack again, and every person that they pass on the opposite team in bounds legally is a point. When the lead jammer calls it off like that by hitting their hips 4 times quickly, the jam is called. Jams can be very short, like that one, or they can last up to 2 minutes. There's so much skill and strategy packed into every jam. We will try to explain as it happens during the course of this Jingle Jam scrimmage to see what's going on. But for now, we're going to start the action.
Is this real? Yes, this is real. Next whistle starts the scrimmage. It looks like we have Otter on the line for the Hot Cocoa Hotties and Postage Due jamming for the Sleigh Bells for our first jam starting in 5 seconds. Very tight packs defending and taking the outside. Postage Due slides on by to become the lead jammer. Otter not far behind. And Postage Due looking to grab some points, perhaps, but feeling the heat, calling it off. And 1 point up for, the white team. That's good. That's good. A perfect jam, right? Grab a point, prevent the other team from scoring. What you want to do. Just in time for the next.
And now we have Osteoferocious out front. Squirrel Jam not far behind. Squirrel is going to put the pressure on Osteo. Oh, man. And not enough time to get back to the pack. So when the jammers do that, they call it off early as a defensive mechanism. If they can't get any points, they don't want the other team to get any points either.
Today's scrimmage will run with 2 adult jams followed by a junior jam. So every 3rd jam will be a junior jam. And here's our first one. It looks like Storm is jamming for our Hot Cocoa Hotties and Lawless for the Sleigh Bells. Storm coming in through with our little lunatic right behind. coming up on a wall of black, past her friendlies, looking to grab some opponent points by passing their hips. Both jammers fighting to get through, and Lawless Lunatic is able to get through the pack, coming around, seeing if maybe she can grab a few more points. But the jam is called.
As you might imagine, if you're jamming into that pack, it can seem a little bit overwhelming. And especially as you're getting used to it, there's a lot to pay attention to. You're trying to find a way through the pack. You're trying to listen to your coaches. You're trying to call off the jam if you have that opportunity. It's a lot. Back to our adult jam. Pfeiffer coming back with a nice hit. Cowboy 420 is out front and the lead jammer. Currently the only one out of the pack, so they're going to come around and now pick up some points. Nice little bump maneuver to get Danny a little bit in front of her. And full points received. Electric Thunder still working their way through the pack, trying to get out, but the blockers are making it very, very challenging for that. Meanwhile, Cowboys back again. There has been something called a panty pass. This is when the jammer passes the panty with the star on the helmet to the person that has the stripe on their helmet. And at some point, Poutine will put that on her helmet and become the jammer of the white team. And that is now. Cowboy just slowly taking their time, picking up some points. It's going to be a good jam for the black team, point-wise. Our first penalty of the game. And the jam is finally called off. With Cowboy picking up a bunch of points, the Hot Cocoa Hotties now in the lead 18 to the Sleigh Bells 5.
2 minutes can sure feel like a long time sometimes. So in addition to our refs, we have non-skating officials here helping us to put on this scrimmage and keep everybody safe and relatively happy. Our head NSO, Amanda Hugginkiss. Anita Amanda Hugginkiss. Always get her name wrong. I am so sorry, Anita. Working hard. Oh, and speaking of officials. It's like Candyman, right? You can't say their name. They jump into action with an official timeout. Other NSOs helping us tonight. Requiem, Annalise, Helen, Fear Not Found, number 404. Unruly, Emotional Damage. Sprightly Cricket, Sarah. Audrey Roard, Lawless's dad. Lilith, Finley, Rex dad, and Megan. Thank you so much to our NSOs. And here we go. Squirrel Jam again, jamming for the Sleigh Bells. Working hard, taking the inside, getting through as lead jammer with Otter on the chase. White team has some ground to make up. Squirrel's not doing it. She'll leave that to someone else. Defensively calling off the jam before any points are scored. And we have our next Junior Jam.
We have Quackin' and Moxie out there. Quackin' is in the lead. Gonna pick up a few points and then probably call it off. Doing so expertly. Picking up a few points for the white team, and no points were received for the hot cocoa.
Sometimes I wonder if Brute is trying to coach up here. We're just calling the action, not trying to direct it. We have Arachnophobia jamming for our hotties, and postage due through lead jammer for the sleigh bells. Postage due coming up on the pack, hoping to make light work of getting through once more, and already to the front, already grabbing 4 points. Coming back around, Arachnophobia still fighting on the first pass. Mary Payne knocking her to the inside. Both jammers working their way through, coming up against some strong defense, some strong walls of blockers. And we have a panty pass for the hot cocoa hotties. The pivot, the one with that stripe down the center of the helmet panty, is currently holding the star panty. And once placing it on the helmet will become the jammer for the hotties. Meanwhile, postage due continues to score points, passing opposing blockers. Closing in. Was that a lead change, Brute?
Why, yes, it was.
Catching up and pulling ahead the sleigh bells. Putting in the work. And the hotties have a new jammer. Just in time for the jam to be called off after grabbing another 4 points for the sleigh bells.
And now the sleigh bells are up 25-18. We got a little faux fur versus otter out there on the line. Oh! Ladies and gentlemen, faux is out first. Otter hot on the tail. Bo was able to pick up 2 points there, and it looks like Otter picked up 3.
Current score 27 for the sleigh bells, 21 for the hot cocoa hotties. And we have Raging Rooster up against Live or Die. And Live or Die taking the lead jammer. Raging Rooster out. And as Liver Die comes upon the scoring pass, whoa! Took the outside, slid right by the whole pack, and called it off. That's 4 more points for the Sleigh Bells.
We have the Real Slim Skeety and Fennec. But the Real Slim Skeety got out there first. Woo! Oh my goodness. Gentle, gentle. I say that like any of this is gentle. And the Real Slim Skeety keeps going out there, scoring some more points. I'm just going to narrow it down to Skeety on this round. Fennec is out. But Skeety is able to pick up another 4 points and call it off. Very successful jam there for the Sleigh Bells.
And as you know, today's scrimmage benefits Toys for Tots. We'd like to thank you all for bringing your new unwrapped toys and dropping them in our collection bins, or making a donation this evening. Looks like Osteo Ferocious fighting in the front, and Squirrel Jam taking the outside, looking to get through that pack as well. Squirrel Jam pulled back, has to fight through again, takes the inside this time. As Bomber tries to hold back Osteo Ferocious. And the jam is called after the Hot Cocoa Hotties pick up another 4 points.
Looks like we have Crazy Kai out there. And Neon Knockout gets out of the pack first, becomes lead jammer. Kai is out as well. And Kai still gets 2 points. But the Hot Cocoa Hotties picked up 4 on that one.
Unwired and Tail Gunner Flow on the line. Oh, I don't even know which one got out first, I'll be honest. I'm gonna have to try to figure out which ref is which. Okay. It looks Tail Gunner Flow is lead. And grabbed 2 points before calling it off. That was pretty tight. 1 point for the Sleigh Bells on that one. If you love roller derby, be sure to follow the Mid-Hudson Misfits on Instagram at Mid-Hudson Misfits for action, events, and ways to join the fun. You could skate. You could volunteer. You could just join us. There's a place for you here at Skate Time with the Misfits.
We have Postage Stew versus Otter. Oh, Otter found a nice line in the inside. Gets out first and is the lead jammer. A flip and a twirl and a call off in the air. That's what we like to see. And a point.
And on the line for our juniors, we have Poison Ivy and Jinx. Taking the inside, Jinx is the lead jammer. Poison Ivy is pushed to the line but stays inside, while Neon Knockout plays a little offense. Oh. And Jinx coming around for a scoring pass, looking to pass the hips of our black blockers. We have a panty pass for the Hot Cocoa Hotties, and Storm is our new jammer. But the jam is called before Storm can score any points.
I see Squirrel Jam out there. And I believe that is Ziggy Stardust. Oh, both blockers doing a great job holding up the jammers here. But Squirrel pushes and finally gets out. Ziggy's still trying to get through. Ooh. So this is Squirrel's first scoring pass. And despite all the twirling and fighting, somehow Squirrel still heard their coach say to call it off, which she did before Ziggy could get any points.
About halfway through the first half, we have Chopstick and Unwired jamming. Chopstick flying through on the outside. And Unwired not too far behind. And Chopstick to the front calls it off, preventing White from scoring any points after grabbing 3 for the Hotties.
And both jammers find a spot right away. Raging Rooster is the lead jammer. But they may not realize it. Oh, yes, she did. Listen to her coach. Called it off. It's Deucey. Oh, my God.
Our bench coaches are always the voice of reason during our wild and wonderful jams. We have Osteo Ferocious up against Postage Dew, who takes the outside, becoming the lead jammer with the signature pointing back at the jam ref. Sliding through, grabbing 2 points before calling off the jam. Looks like the score is currently 57-35. That spread's gotten a little wider.
New jammers here. We have Explosive Daria and Artie out there. My apologies. We have Star Wreck. Explosive Daria gets out first and is the lead jammer. Star Wreck still working hard to get out. Daria is now picking up some points for the Hot Cocoa Hotties. Teams are bridging to make sure that they stay a pack. You're not allowed to hit anyone if they're outside of the pack. There's a certain distance they can't go past. The engagement zone has to stay together. So they will do this thing called bridge. Otter was doing a great job of helping their team know how to stay in contact with the whole pack.
Some hard work done there to start closing that gap. The Hotties up to 42 points. And we have a team timeout.
Looking for fun on wheels? Ski Time in Accord has it all. Music, lights, parties, and open skate for all ages. Book events, catch roller derby, or just roll the night away. Follow at Skeet Time New York or visit skeettimenewyork.com. Some additional things you might want to check out. This winter, the track isn't the only place bringing the heat. Our friends at Key of Q are stacking the season with performances that hit harder than a power jam. On the 13th of December, Wiltwick Mausoleum's Holiday Open House. Kick off the cold weather chaos with harmonies rising from the halls of the Whitlock Mausoleum. Don't let this spooky name fool you. These holiday vocals will lift your spirits higher than a last-second bout-winning apex jump. We are in the middle of a jam here, and we have Moxie and Lawless. The jam was called off with looks like 4 points.
Key of Q will also be at UPAC on December 20th with Jessica Lynn's Christmas Spectacular, also benefiting Toys for Tots. And they will be having a winter concert series to be announced January 16th, 17th, and 18th. That's Key of Q. And we have Cowboy and Electric Thunder. Both fighting. Lots of fantastic defense tonight. Not making it easy. Cowboy pushed to the outside and brought back. If a skater is pushed out of bounds or somehow otherwise goes out of bounds, they must return without improving their position. So anybody who was in front of them when they went out needs to still be in front of them when they come back in. And it looks like Cowboy snuck through on the inside. Bombers still trying to slow Cowboy down. But Cowboy is the lead jammer, taking a breath on the way back to the pack. Well deserved. Now on a scoring pass, Cowboy once again fighting those sleigh bell blockers. While Electric Thunder is not giving up. Cowboy is through for 4 points. And we're having some penalties called on our sleigh bells as the jam ends. Three more points for the Hotties. And a well-deserved breaks for all of our skaters. Hopefully none of them are in the next jam as well.
Thank you to our sponsors. I just want to shout out the Shawangunk Journal, your local independent hometown newspaper, which sponsors the Penalty Box, which we've had a few visitors there already this evening. Oh, sometimes you don't know when the jam starts. Osteoferocious out front, lead jammer. Rosie the pivoter, trying to get out there. First time jamming, perhaps not their fave. Squirrel Jam as the pivot is now becoming the jammer. And maybe not surprising, is unable to get any points because Osteo called it off first.
Current score is 61-53. At the start of the jam, Quackin' and Neon Knockout. Quackin' through without hesitation. Neon Knockout not far behind. Quackin' and knock out both on a scoring pass. The jam is called 4 points for white, 2 for black. About 5 minutes left in this first half. 65-55 is the current score. Die Tryon and Fennec Fox jamming. And Fennec Fox through. Die Tryon is also out of the pack and working around the track. Ooh, a nice birthday hit to the outside, and Fennec Fox calls off the jam.
About 4 minutes left in the half. We have Otter out there. I can't see who else there is yet. Oh, little jammer on jammer action here. And Skatey gave Otter a nice little bump, but Otter still made it out in front. Chopstick still not giving up until she was told she had to. So likely Otter will pick up a few points here and then call the jam off. Little strategy here, since Otter is the lead jammer, they think he can pick up a few extra points. And they're not wrong.
Gutsy, and yet it paid off. That paid off. Yeah, that worked well. Yeah. Closing that gap, the Hotties are up to 66 to the Sleigh Bell 68 points. Tightening it up. We have Raging Rooster and Live or Die jamming for our juniors. And Live or Die is through first. It's our lead jammer, Raging Rooster, fighting to get through that pack. And Rooster is through. Jammers are neck and neck. Coming around the track, approaching the back of the pack, looking to get some points, and the jam is called, but not before Raging Rooster picks up 3 points, and the Sleigh Bells pick up, it looked like 3 as well. Math is not my strong suit.
A little over a minute left in this half. We have Electric Thunder and Arachnophobia out there. And some 2 very strong packs, making it very challenging for both of our jammers to get through. The more teamwork, typically the better it works. There's bridging, but not enough. There's no pack. Yeah. And Arachnophobia is the lead jammer. Possible this may be the last jam Arachnophobia calls it off with 3 points. So we have a barn burner here, folks. Coca-Cola, hot cocoa hotties. I can't even speak. Versus the Sleigh Bells. Sleigh Bells are currently in the lead, 75-72 at halftime.
Anything can happen in the second half. And we'll see you there in about 15 minutes.
We have about a minute and a half before the second half begins. If you're still in the bathroom, get yourself out here. All right, get out there. Second half about to begin. Is it a junior jam or an adult jam? Let's make sure we have that right. Looks like it's a junior jam. Act accordingly. Sorry, I'm getting a little punchy. We have way too many people on the track, y'all. We have Artie and Poison Ivy out there on the jammer line to start our second half with our juniors. Artie working their way through, finds an inside line and takes it to become the lead jammer. Poison Ivy still working their way through this, getting some assistance from their own blockers. Poison Ivy still working. But has decided to pass the panty. And now Moxie is going to be the jammer for the black team. Those panties are very slippery. Sometimes they are challenging to get over another panty or even over the helmet himself. Artie gets a few more points and calls it off.
Ziggy Stardust up against Unwired. Oh, Unwired. Ball into the inside. And we have a forearm penalty. I didn't see what happened, but Iron knocked out again and brought back. Takes the opportunity, brings it through. Unwired on the scoring pass, picking up 4 points, and calling off the jam. Lucy's got 2 seconds. And there's a timeout called. Official timeout. Let's take this opportunity to thank our volunteers. So many people giving their time so generously to help make this scrimmage happen, including Peaches and Cora, our medical team. Perhaps the most important people in this building right now, keeping us safe and healthy. Amy, Matola, Liza, and Jessica at the merch table. Christoph, our broadcaster this evening. And we have Sean Childs taking pictures. Thank you so much for making us look so good. And they're off. Osteoferocious and Postage Due. And Osteoferocious through Squirrel Jam. Knocking her out. Osteo has to fight to get through once more. Squirrel's waiting for her at the front of the pack. Again, the defense. Phenomenal this evening. I'm so impressed. Postage Due is through, but is not lead jammer. And the Hot Cocoa Hotties call it off.
And they're off. We have Crazy Kai. And I believe that's Moxie. Yes, Moxie out there. Crazy Kai is our lead jammer. Moxie getting some blocker action out here, making it challenging to get through. Crazy Kai finds a line and gets through before their blockers can get her. Picking up 4 more points. And she's probably going to keep going until their jammer gets out of the box. It's out of the pack. That's what I wanted to say. Another 4 points for Crazy Kai. And another 4 points for Crazy Kai. Moxie's really working out there, but she is nice. Sees a line, picks up the speed, and gets out of the pack finally. Crazy Kai picks up another 4 points and calls it off. Big jam for the Sleigh Bells. Now we're at 107-72.
And the adults are back with Arachnophobia and Rosie the Pivoter. Fighting these blockers. Walls, just walls of black, walls of white. So much defense. Rosie the Pivoter has made her way to the front of the pack, still fighting a wall of 4 black blockers. While Arachnophobia has her own group of 4 white blockers to fight against. And we have a bell blocker. 2 white blockers trying to play some offense. A panty pass for the Sleigh Bells, giving up the opportunity to be lead. But making that decision that the sacrifice is worth it. And getting through. Finally, we also have a star pass for the Hot Cocoa Hotties. 2 star passes in 1 jam. And Explosive Daria is the new jammer for black. Both jammers out. Looking to grab some more points with 7 seconds left in this jam. And the jam comes to its natural completion after 2 exhausting minutes.
I'm sorry. Fennec Fox versus Star Wreck. Yeah. And Fenix out. And is the lead jammer. Oh. Fennec got a cut call, making only 1 jammer out on the track. Now that there is no lead jammer, this will have to go the full 2 minutes. When there's a panty pass, you are not able to have a lead jammer for that person to get out. Without a lead jammer, you cannot call the jam off, so it must come to its full 2-minute conclusion. Oh. Narrowly avoiding tragedy there on the track. Fennec is out. So despite there being no lead jammer, they can still pick up points every time they come through the pack. And the 2 minutes are up, so the refs call the jam off.
And the adults get a little break while our juniors take to the track. have Storm and D-Rex on the line. Score is currently 123 to 76, and we have a timeout. We'd like to thank our sponsor, the Kingston Wire, a digital publication covering the dynamic city of Kingston, New York. Our friends right up to 09. Also in Kingston, the Daily Freeman serves as the primary morning newspaper for Ulster County, as well as Greene, Columbia, and Dutchess County. I think the Poughkeepsie Journal might have something to say about that, but they don't sponsor us, so who cares about the Poughkeepsie Journal? And D-Rex is out front first as the lead jammer. Storm working to get through the sleigh bell blockers. Takes the outside line with some quick feet. Now both jammers were skating to get back to the pack. And the jam is called after D-Rex picks up 3 more points.
Who usually blocks that? Lucy Kilgun or Flo, maybe? Muggin? We'll find out in a minute. We have Muggin versus Foe out there. And Muggin is out first. Foe has hit a wall of black. Oh, beautiful panty pass to Foe's buddy Squirrel Jam. Squirrel Jam is now the jammer. Oh, so close. And Muggin smartly calls it off before Squirrel Jam can get to the pack and score any points. So, 4 more points for the Hot Cocoa Hotties. 3 more points for the Hot Cocoa Hotties, something like that. I'm not sure. A few points for the Hot Cocoa Hotties.
Danny Maniac out there jamming for the sleigh bells, but Tail Gunner Flo making quick work of getting through that pack and being called lead jammer. Danny still fighting and passes Chopstick to exit the pack as Flo approaches on her scoring pass. Both jammers back through after grabbing 4 points each on their first scoring pass. Flo says, well, that's not enough for me. I'm going for some more. Picking up 4 more. Stopping that spread and calling the jam. The Hot Cocoa Hotties starting to chip away at that lead once more.
Yeah. Yes. We've got Rooster and Lunatic on the line. And we're off. Oh! Lawless finds a line on the outside and is able to get through to become the lead jammer. Oh! But Rooster's out. And almost is able to pick up points. So close. But Lunatic calls it off before they can get any.
Osteoferocious and Electric Thunder. And Osteoferocious getting through that wall of white at the front of the pack. Electric Thunder not terribly far behind. The hotties have lead. Let's see what they do with it. Coming on hot, passing all of those white blockers and calling it off. Chipping 4 more points off the Sleigh Bells lead.
Got 2 animals against one another, Fennec Fox and Squirrel Jam. Fennec flies through to get lead jammer on his birthday. Squirrel Jam working hard. Puts a lot of pressure on Fennec to call it off quickly, but not before he gets a point.
Nice job. Nice work. I like a quick point and a call it. As our juniors line up, taking to the track, if you're thinking about joining our junior team, if you have a loved one, a friend, a youngin' in your life that you think could benefit from a little roller derby, our Mid-Hudson Mischiefs are always welcoming new skaters. No experience is needed. We will train you. Juniors practices are Sundays right here at Skate Time. Ask anyone for more information. Both teams scoring in that jam.
Just under 16 minutes left in this Jingle Jam scrimmage. It looks like we have Muggin and maybe Dana Maniac out there. Mary Payne bringing the pain on Muggin. Both teams working well together. Currently, Dana Maniac, the only jammer out on the track. We call this a power jam. Okay, I don't know what happened to Muggins' panty. But currently, there is no jammer for the black team because no one has the star panty on. And it looks like there was a panty pass, and Cowboy is now the jammer for the Hot Cocoa Hotties. Danny continues to be the jammer, gets a few more points, and the jam comes to its natural conclusion.
Stardust and Star Wreck jamming. Ooh, Star Wreck knocked to the outside. And a penalty is drawn on the blocker. Star Wreck is our lead jammer. And we have a direction of play penalty as well. 2 black blockers in the box at the moment. As Ziggy Stardust continues to fight to get through the pack. Scar Wreck picking up 4 more points on that pass. And we have a panty pass for the Hot Cocoa Hotties. Mommy Fearest is the new jammer for the Hotties, putting on the black panty. But not able to score points before the jam is called by the sleigh bells. What? Oh, good.
And we're off. Poison Ivy versus Live or Die. And Live or Die jumps out ahead, becomes the lead jammer. Live or Die gets through with another couple of points. Storm now has the panty. Unfortunately, Storm came in front of one of the blockers. D-Rex was smart and went back, and Storm came in front of them. So that gives a penalty. Another 4 points for the white team. Ten minutes left to play in this scrimmage. And another 4 points. When going to or coming from the penalty box, skaters are allowed to go in either direction. So Storm smartly took the shorter route to get back to the pack. And finally makes it through, but Live or Die calls it off.
Lining up for the next jam, we have Otter jamming for the Hotties and Foe for the Sleigh Bells. And despite anything that's happening, Foe will always have a big old grin on her face. Even if she's not lead jammer, she's still smiling. Otter coming up, looking to grab some points, close that gap a little bit, and bring the Hot Cocoa Hotties into the 3 digits. 103 to 186.
We have Unwired versus Osteoferocious out there. Both have jammed a lot tonight. Let's see who can get out of the pack first. Looks like Unwired, but not far behind Osteoferocious. Some penalties being called here and not yet being taken. Oh no. Osteoferocious gets a penalty. So there's only one jammer out there, Unwired, who is the lead jammer, picking up more points for the Sleigh Bells. Ouch. Barrel roll, but on the shoulder. I can't take the credit for that one. That was Knockers. And Unwired calls it off.
There is one in the box. Although it's a junior jam, so maybe she doesn't need to be in the box. We have Mantis and Jinx, and Mantis out front first, grabbing that lead jammer for our Hotties. Jinx still working to get through. And Jinx is out of the pack as Mantis re-enters the pack, taking the outside line. Moving with some quick feet to pick up 4 points for the Hot Cocoa Hotties. And calling off the jam. Just under 6 minutes left in this second half.
We have Star Wreck battling Fennec Fox in this one. And Fennec is able to get out front and become lead jammer. Very nice panty pass by the Sleigh Bells. Their blockers are no joke. The Hot Cocoa Hotties making it very challenging for the Sleigh Bells here. While Fennec just sneaks in. 4 more points for Fennec and the Hot Cocoa Hotties. They're ready for him this time, though. And Fennec is out again for another 4 points. Meanwhile, there's still no jammer out of the pack for the Sleigh Bells. So this is the Hotties' opportunity to pick up more points. Looks like this jam is going to come to a complete 2 minutes. Oh, I am wrong. Just to prove me wrong, Fennec calls it off. With 15 minutes left in the jam. 15 seconds left in the jam. We have just over 3 minutes left in this entire Jingle Jam. What will happen?
Some incredible blocking and recycling in that last one. Woof. We have an official timeout. Thank you to all of the skaters who have come to join us this evening and who make our scrimmage so much fun every year. We have a long tradition of Jingle Jams here at Skate Time. It's always a great time. I don't know. Postage Due out front first with Arachnophobia at the front of the pack, looking to get through as Postage Due approaches to score some points. Looking inside, looking outside, going right for the middle of the pack, and veering inside to pass all 4 black blockers for 4 points. Foe pushing the limits of the engagement zone once again. Postage Due knocked to the inside and calls off the jam. We have 2 minutes left in this scrimmage.
This is likely going to be the last junior jam, potentially. I see Mantis out there and Artie as jammers for their respective teams. And Artie gets out first. Not sure what happened there. Artie's coming back for a scoring pass and sneaks past everyone without recognizing that they were there. Mantis is now on their scoring pass. And now there is a power jam for the Sleigh Bells and Artie. Not only is this the last junior jam, this may be the last jam of our scrimmage. And Artie finds their way out again, getting 4 more points. And that should be it, ladies and gentlemen. The Sleigh Bells win it Unofficially 211 to 120. If you'd like to join us on the track and slap hands with the skaters, please feel free to do so at this point. That is an official score. That is the bout. That is the scrimmage. The Sleigh Bells win it, 211 to 120. Come on out. Congratulate the skaters. Put your hands out. A lovely tradition in roller derby. Nicely done, Sleigh Bells. Coached by Kara and Manatees. And now we have our Hot Cocoa Hotties, who are coached by Hits and Glamour and Psycho Sylvia tonight. Fought hard. Sylvia's not going to run the whole thing. She said no. Oh, she gets one extra hit. Stay tuned. In a few minutes, we will have some MVPs.
I'll echo that sentiment. Thank you, refs. Thank you, NSOs. Thank you, volunteers. Thank you, skaters. Thank you, everybody who came out tonight to make this another successful Jingle Jam scrimmage.
What an awesome, awesome amount of toys that you all helped us get tonight for Toys for Tots. Thank you so much for your generous donations. What a great showing by the Albany team. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. Whenever you guys figure out your MVPs, please let me know. Can someone from the Hot Cocoa Hotties bring their adult MVP choices up here? They're making hits work. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our MVPs. We'll do the adults first, or do you want to do the junior? Okay, we are going to do the adult skaters first. For blockers, on the sleigh bells, we have Bomber, who's in the middle of a picture. All right, take the picture, and then Bomber, come on over. And for the Hot Cocoa Hotties, we have Muggin. So I need Bomber and Muggin. Knockers is bringing your awards down here. Handmade by our own Squirrel Jam. Sean Childs may want a photo. Perfect. All right, don't go far. For our jammers, on the sleigh bells, we have Postage Due. And on the Hot Cocoa Hotties, we have Cowboy. Nicely done, nicely done. These are our adult MVPs this evening. Thank you. Okay, and now our juniors. Start with the blockers. On the sleigh bells, we have D-Rex. And on the Hot Cocoa Hotties, Moxie. They light up. Wow. I'm trying to dodge this picture. Okay, and our Junior Jam MVPs on the sleigh bells, we have Artie. And on the Hot Cocoa Hotties, we have Mantis. Nicely done. I feel like I am photobombing every single one of these. Nicely done, ladies and gentlemen. That is the conclusion of our Jingle Jam scrimmage. Thank you so much to all of the participants, volunteers, refs, and of course, those of you that came out to watch this glorious event. We'll see you next time at Skate Time